Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 3, Week 10, Day 6, second to last day of the campaign week. Aside from that, most noteworthy thing that we got going on today is the 2019 Valentine's Day pet, which is also the first Valentine's Day pet, is available today. So definitely make sure to pick up more copies of that as it is around. For whatever reason, we didn't get all the 2020 holiday pets this year. However, they did give us all the 2019 ones for all this season. So I wonder if that's going to be a reoccurring thing for the rest of this year, given that, yeah, so far this year, they've only really done the 2019 ones. So they might skip over the 2020 ones until next year, which would be a bit annoying because that means like every holiday pet would have like a 2-year gap in between each other. But nonetheless, it is available, so make sure to go and get that. Actually, you know what? We'll probably do that first thing, just so we don't forget. As obviously, I need more copies of it too. Most people haven't bothered wasting gems to get them up. Though you could if you want to make sure you have the kingdom upgrades. Obviously, they're cosmetic, so theoretically, it's not as worth it to get them up. Though also, theoretically, it's also more worth it to get it up. Because since they're cosmetic, they don't ever come into the drop table, except during their holidays. And even then, they don't come in, like the 2021 won't be available this year, seemingly. But, yeah, it still gets its value from being upgraded since you can't normally end up getting it upgraded. So you only get a chance like maybe once or twice a year. A 1-day window to go max it out. But they're really expensive. Like if we wanted to max it out right now, it's going to cost like 2,500 gems or something. So we're definitely not going to. We'd eat through gems very quick. Like upgrading 10 pets would probably eat every last gem we have. Anyways, let me go make chat bigger so I can go see you guys. Oh, so I still haven't gotten more codes from Kafka, but hopefully we will soon. Hopefully she'll contact us tomorrow. Hopefully her alarm that sets every month will trigger soon, because we have exactly enough to the end of this month. We have a code for today and we have a code for tomorrow, and then we're out. We are out once Monday hits, so hopefully she'll be in the office around Monday, and we can get them. They're normally around by that time, so hopefully. That and Sunday night, because Sunday night's there Monday morning. But anyways, hello Bill, hello Imperial, hello Captain. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Bill. Or is that the Bill? But hello again. Hello, Stats. Hello, Imperial. I know you have 2 accounts. Hello, Rogue. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. I know those were both the same one. Let's see what's that. Hello, Maikamora. Bureau Clock. It is the weekend after all. Yeah, that should kill. Well, obviously. The 6 is when it starts getting sketchy on if it kills or not. 5 it will kill. 6 is either or. And 7 and 8 it definitely won't kill. And likely won't at any point in the game due to how much damage you actually need. So this time for 6 it did kill. Sometimes it doesn't depending on their durability. In the current state of the game, 8 is literally impossible to one-shot with Phoenicia. And 7 is realistically never going to be one-shotted with Phoenicia. Because of how much damage you actually need. Like right here, you can see we brought it down to needing 30 additional damage. Which obviously is far from how much we did. 30 whole damage is quite a lot of a gap to have to cover. Even if we had Phoenicia max, you still wouldn't one-shot 7 Explorer. I mean 7 pets, I mean. Hello, the White Tiger. Hello, Sansi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we don't have full mana. Do I have a drop for that? I'll take that over. And that should kill. Luckily, no Submerge. There's actually a lot of Submerges between these battles. However, we managed to get through without triggering a single one, so that's good. And make sure to go do that if you haven't already, because Valentine! And we got it upgraded. Nice. It's not maxed, but upgraded nonetheless. Let's see, what kingdom is this even associated to? I would assume Whitehelm. That's not where I wanted to search. Yep, it is very much associated to Whitehelm. Okay, let's see, I wanted to check something. How many pets does Whitehelm have? Maxed. I assume enough. Yeah, it pretty much already has enough. The next one will be the Tiger Cub and then Stun. For the most part, I don't feel like we're ever going to need to max a cosmetic pet. The main reason I say this is because every kingdom is very likely to get 3 pets. However, there might be some instances where they don't, but most will get 3. The kingdom pet, which obviously it will get, the faction pet, which will obviously get, and a pet based on a typing. There are some kingdoms that don't have the typing one, but as far as the other two, every single kingdom will definitely 100% get those pets at some point. So it's really just a factor of where you'll get the third. Because I can't remember, do you need 3 max pets or 4 max pets for the highest level? I know at least one of them is 3. I forget if you ever need 4 level 20s. But if it's only 3 level 20s, every kingdom will guarantee have 2 level 20s, with a third that is very likely to be 20. Or, you know, that to be a non-cosmetic one of some kind of typing. So, for the most part, you won't really ever have to max out any cosmetic pet. You shouldn't. There might be a few instances in the game where you'll be able to get it early. Max it, otherwise you'll have to wait 1 more year. Possibly 2 more years with how they're rotating it around. But, okay, yeah, it's own 5, max 4. So there might be some instances of it. However, max 4 is like 28 or something. I need to go find that list again. I actually completely forget what 20 to 30 is. I know up to 20, but 20 to 30 I kind of forget. I know 22 is like where the bronze start. We could even see that with some of the kingdoms. Like if we click on a 21, obviously we can see the 22 thing with the 5 bronze elite level thingy. But yeah, I keep forgetting what 20 to 20 or 30 is sometimes. It's because it's relatively new, and obviously as far as star levels, 21's visibly seen to 22 is the highest within the game itself. But anyways, let's go clear out dailies real quick. I don't think we had anything too good, just a little handful of gems and standard dungeon. But there still are dailies nonetheless, so we'll go grab them out. And then we'll probably mostly just farm tokens then, since that's the only other main thing we really need to get done. We did get a Nisha last night, which was pretty nice. We need 2 more, and we could actually max out our first ever mythic if we really wanted to. I'm probably still going to hold even once I have it, but we'll have the capability of doing so, if nothing else. Okay, so it is 28. I was right then. Yeah, 28's a while from now. Level 28 kingdom. The first kingdom will not be level 28 until 2023 at the earliest, based on current rate within the game. 2023 is a while from now. That's like next U.S. election while from now. Let's see. I'll throw that down. And they're all dead. And we get a useless amount of souls. Obviously, the only really good one here is technically the gems. Theoretically, I could even skip these other ones, but they're so quick, might as well take them. Oh, is it 28 to 29? Oh, that's even later then. Yeah, I knew it was deep. I just forget exactly where everything is. Like, I know what most of the requirements are. I just forget exactly where the requirement is. Though, I know that 20 gold troops was level 30. I forget when 15 gold troops is. That might be 27. The 5 bronze is at 22. The 10 silver is like 24 or 25, which would make the gold at 27 or 28, probably 27. And then the 20 gold is at 30. Though that's obviously ages from now. By the end of this year, I'd be surprised if any kingdom has hit above 24. It'll probably reach 24 some kingdoms. Definitely at least 23. But 24 is probably the highest star kingdom by the end of this year. I don't really foresee them going higher than that. And there's a good chance 23 might actually be the highest this year, if they're going to be adding more kingdoms to the game. There's still a lot of kingdoms that need to reach level 20. I don't even think 1/3 the kingdoms yet are at level 20 yet. I think there's like 8, 9, 10, 11. Somewhere's around there. Actually, 11 would be exactly 1/3. Leonis will be 24 after next campaign. Is it? Is it getting 3 troops next campaign? Because it could get an epic, a legend, and a mythic. which is Leonis already at 21 stars? It's at 20 stars right now. Oh yeah, duh. That would bring it to 23. So is it getting all three, an epic, a legend, and a mythic next season? Because if that's the case, yeah, it'd be 23. It would be 23. But that's 12 weeks from now. Oh, 11 weeks if you buy the bigger pack. Interesting. Oh, it'll definitely be the first 23 kingdom then. That doesn't really bring anything, does it? I was just literally looking at the screen. I didn't even look. Yeah, just tribute reward. But you do get obviously a little bit more tribute chance there. That's mostly tribute reward, which is pretty useless, which you get off of 21 and 23. The tribute chance is the best because it increases your chance of getting more gems. Also, the gold per day is pretty useless. Honestly, I have no clue why they put gold per day here at level 25. Do you know how much gold you already have by the time you reach power level 25? Even if you had this for every kingdom, that is only, or at least based on how many kingdoms are currently within the game, that is only 48, or sorry, math, it's horrible, 68,000 gold per day. But then again, actually, if you put it that way, that's actually not a small amount. So I guess it adds up a bit. Now that I say that, 68,000 per day actually is not that bad extra. It's not, like, insane, but, yeah, when you add it up, actually, it does accumulate to an okay amount. Though we're going to be nowhere near that anytime soon, that's for sure. Not a single kingdom will reach it by the end of this year, most likely. Also, I do find it kind of funny when you get that gold reward, because all the tribute reward for all the kingdoms that have a gold output, you're basically just getting like a really miniature version of that. Whereas when it gives you gold per day, it's actually like a gigantic version of it. Gold kingdoms actually have the worst value as far as tribute. As far as tributes are concerned, not the material that you get from it, but specifically as far as the tribute ratio. Glory is the absolute best by a mile, Soul's the second best, and then gold is the worst. That doesn't mean those resources are categorized that way, but specifically the amount that you get from tribute. Glory is best, Soul's, then gold. But gold being substantially worse than the other two, and glory being substantially higher than the other two. As far as the rate at which you get it from tribute relative to accumulating it within the game. Like, if we go look at White Helm right now, its glory amount's pretty insane. It's 88. Times 2, I believe? I forget if that number's already times 2 or not. But it's either 88 or 176. One or the other. I think it might already be doubled. Because obviously when you have it as your home kingdom, whatever it is gets doubled. And obviously you want to do that. Ideally for White Helm. Because glory is the best tribute and it's the pure glory location. But anyways, we cleared out that, we cleared out that, we cleared out that. Let's go farming. Since we already finished out the pet, claimed all of our things. Time to max it out. No, just kidding. Look at how expensive these are. So you waste it here to get a pretty good chance of not getting a pet. Then you buy this, and then you have 2 good chances of not getting a pet. And then 175 gems in, you finally get your first pet guaranteed. And then therefore, every single pet copy costs 100 gems each. And yeah, you just keep paying 100 gems for a pet. You do have a chance that all for the baskets will end up giving you, of course, additional pets, so you'll have to spend less. However, theoretically, every single pet in the game costs 100 gems. Theoretically, I guess you could break it down to a point where I think it's about a 1 in 5 chance for basket. So technically, every 400 gems is an extra pet. So that means, what's 5 divided by 400? Or 400 divided by 5? Isn't that 80? So theoretically, every pet costs 80 gems, if you break it down that way. Though it could still cost more because you have to spend 75 gems before you can even start spending at that rate. But somewhere around 80 to 100 gems each is basically what pet copies come out to be, if you were to mass buy them with gems. Anyways, where are we? Let's go do the Explore 12. Go get ourselves our first ever triple Nisha drop. I still want to see it. We will eventually see a triple Nisha in this game. Eventually. Where's my team? There it is. Okay, so it is already doubled. Alright, so that number is already doubled then. Wasn't sure if it was or not. That makes sense. I was gonna say, that seems like a really high number if that wasn't already doubled. Yeah, that makes sense. So 88 is the doubled number. It's like a 44% chance. It's like half the time you're getting 88 glory. Which is pretty substantial. The rate of farming glory per hour with the best teams in the game, not counting gnomes, is about 1,000 per hour approximately. And from a single tribute, you can get 88s. And you get it like half the time, so you're getting like 40 glory per hour. I mean, yeah, per hour from White Helm, essentially. If you break down the percent chance once it's at the current max. It is basically 40 glory per hour. I should have left that there. Luckily, there's still enough reds, and then we just win. Oh, no skull, though. Gonna make me have to do that again just to Zoog off him. So, medal-given troops have the thing by their mana cost, right? So, Leprechaun is worth medals. Which ones? I think you mean worth medaling. As far as what you would use to upgrade your Leprechaun, it's not extremely good value to go upgrade Leprechaun. The main reason I have things like Thrall and Leprechaun upgraded on this team is not because they're actually that beneficial to have upgraded, but mostly because they're so cheap to upgrade and use them enough that you might as well. They both only gain durability, and generally, there's a few exceptions, but on most troops, durability is not actually that good from a win quicker perspective. Obviously, if they have a boost ratio in that regard, it can be. But almost every troop that has a durability increase does not gain much of a benefit from doing so, unless they're like a proper tank or something like that. They're mostly just upgraded because they're so low rarity. As far as how you would go and upgrade a Leprechaun, the main two ways that you would do it is use an ultra rare, use 2 ultra rares, and then use 3 ultra rares. Alternatively, you can use 3 rares, 2 ultra rares, and then 3 ultra rares. And the other method is to use 1 ultra rare, 2 ultra rares, and then an epic. The best 2 ways to do it is either with 6 ultra rares, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, and then an epic. Either of those 2 methods would be the main 2 ways that you would want to upgrade a Leprechaun to max. I wouldn't really bother using rares, just because ultra rares are accumulated at a higher rate anyways, relative to them. You had to kill the 150 purple troops today? Nice. Yeah, it's always good to see. There's a 5% chance or so per day that you'll get the really good task. We haven't gotten it for a little while now. But approximately every 20 days you'll see what due to 5%. So about once a month you'll likely see the better thing. It's determined per player though. The bottom 3 are the same for everyone, but the top one is different due to the top area being different when you're first starting the game. It's basically almost like a little quest system to kind of teach you some things. Whereas later in the game, obviously, it's either one of 2. Either the 20 free gems per day or the one that you have to go slightly out of your way for, but it gives 100 gems instead of 20. But yeah, they're always good to see, because you basically get 80 free gems for what you would pretty much already be doing. Because if you're going to be playing for a decent amount on a given day, you're already going to be hitting that objective. However, sometimes if you're not playing as much on a given day, you might have to go slightly out of your way to go kill a little bit more, or go to a location where a lot of that color exists. Because the one that gives you 20 gems per day, you can do pretty much anything and you're automatically going to hit it. Whereas the 150 kill one, not exactly the case. Because if you're playing a bit less, it's going to be a little bit harder to kill 150 of a certain color. If you just go to a kingdom that's concentrated with it, it'd be good to go. Like Purple Golvania, Kedar, Karkaroff, there's quite a few locations. I'm gonna try to forward this off of Sky. Chance is pretty low, but it was worth it. He didn't take it! What are you doing? I missed the Sky, but it just left the skull there for us. That's convenient. You got it 3 times this week? Nice. I got it 3 times 2 Christmases ago. We got it like 3-4 days in a row. Actually, it might have been 4 days in a row. I actually forget. Because one of them was when I was going on my trip. But, yeah, it might have actually been 4 in a row. I know 3 of them were on stream specifically. But I think it might have actually been 4 in a row. Because the first day when I was off, I think it still did it. Yeah, we got really lucky. That was the most I've ever seen in a row. That was 2 holidays ago, 2019 Christmas. Got very lucky. Yeah, on average you see it about once a month. I can't remember when we last saw it, but it was sometime in January. Not sure if we found one this month or not. Have I already covered a new mythic? Yes, we did it pretty extensively yesterday morning. The one that went over raids. Also, we're already done with the raids, by the way. Isabel kind of soloed it. She covered like 90% of the guild's points the other day. But, like she literally had more points than the rest of the guild combined. But, yeah, we'll be going over it quite extensively tomorrow. We're not going to do it tonight because we did it yesterday and we're going to be doing it again tomorrow. But, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Go over to Mythic. Because we'll be going over all the weekly preview stuff, obviously, tomorrow night. So we'll do it plenty then. It's pretty good. As far as a quick synopsis. It's basically a full mana option for a single troop. And then it has a barrier bless off of its final trait, which that alone will probably make it worth it. Its ability is kind of interesting because it's probably going to be used with really high damage divines and mythics for the purpose of starting their mana with something, like, you know, Divine Ishpala or the human start thing, and then following it up with casting their ability, then using the new mythic, and then casting their ability immediately again. There's a small chance it'll be meta for Explore 12. However, we'll need to mess around with it. But there is a chance Explore 12 will have a new team starting next Friday. This might be the last week we use the Zugov team. It really just depends what the numbers come out to be. But there is definitely a chance Explore 12 will have a new meta. And even if it's not specifically Explore 12, there might be a slightly lower rarity where you'll be able to do it at, where it might actually still be viable compared to doing it this way. So ideally, you would want to be doing, obviously, Explore 12 just because of how much higher the rate is for everything on 12 compared to the other rarities. Even if it's slightly slower on 12, might still be worth it. Or, you know, quicker than this team, but slower than, like, compared to if it did it on 10. Not sure if it'll be quicker than this team, though. This team's already pretty quick. I would definitely try getting it. It's a great utility troop, regardless of what point you are within the game. Later in the game, you would use it more so for its ability. Earlier in the game, you would use it more so for its final trait. Because there's not as many good things to use it for earlier on in the game. Because you need a lot of really big troops to make it work. Plus, you would need the legend that does half mana start, or in the case of Divine Ishpala, 40% start. Because 20% start is generally going to be too low for it. However, it would allow you to do any typing and not be restricted to only Divine or humans. However, 20% is quite a bit lower than 40 or 50%. Nice. Now that's the kind of luck we want to see with this team. Triple skull just from casting. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Welcome. Are the trolls worth meddling? Some of the better ones are. Like Forest Troll. If there's any troll that's worth meddling, it's definitely Forest Troll. Because he's used very often as a tank, and he's also really good with Truffle and Beatrix teams and stuff like that. If you're going to upgrade any of the trolls, definitely 100% make sure you go get Forest Troll upgraded. You could theoretically upgrade the rest. I feel like Rock Troll might be second best to upgrade. Because if I'm not mistaken, all the trolls gain durability when they're upgraded. So upgrading the trolls that are already pretty good at tanking, that you would be using in a tanking-like situation, are good. And both Rock Troll and Forest Troll, particularly Forest Troll, do that rolls pretty well. Forest Troll has less direct score reduction, however, it has Entangle. So more often than not, it's actually tankier than Rock Troll. Just because if it gets an Entangle off, they're basically doing no damage to you. At least through skulls. That's hello, Joe. Welcome. And hello, John. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, barbecue pork. Nice. It's been a while since I've had it. Well, not that long of a while. I think it was a couple months ago. Actually, I think it was actually earlier this year. Let's see. We'll go for that for now. Actually, now that I can have fast food again, I might have to go revisit that one pork place. Ooh. I wonder if they're still in business. I hope they are. I always have to question that from places that are further than where I could walk on a normal basis. Because things that are far away from my location, I don't actually know if they're still open or not, or if they went out of business because of the virus. Because it's a somewhat smaller... It's not like a family-owned place. Well, it's kind of family-owned. It's like a small chain, the barbecue place. So I always have to wonder, like, wait, are they still open? Or did they go out of business? I sure hope they are. They were like the best barbecue place around. And I haven't gotten it from them for over a year now. And my mom goes by it whenever she goes to work. So it works pretty decently. Since I don't actually have to walk there, because gosh, that would be impossible. If I wanted to get food there, I would definitely have to like get it ordered to the house. Because it's like, it'd be like a 3-hour walk. It is way too far to try walking to. That is for sure. The furthest I will ever walk for food is probably 1 hour. Anything beyond that is like, nope. If I had to walk further for something else, I would. Like a doctor's appointment, or if it was somehow work-related, though. I haven't needed to do that. I did once for a couple times for school. Had to walk like a couple hours. But, yeah, I would never do that for food. 1 hour is my limit. No food is worth walking more than 1 hour for. Let's see. We'll take that over. I like walking, though, especially when it comes to fast food, because that's why I used to do a lot in the past. Even when I still ate a lot of fast food, I would, if I wanted fast food, I would have to walk to it. Otherwise, I don't get it. So it was a way to somewhat balance out the calories, but it was still obviously way more intake than it would be otherwise. But it was one way to justify it, was I had to walk to every location. Obviously, I haven't needed to do that the last year or so, though. And he's dead. Another Rainia. No Anners, no Nicious Knight. The only problem with the walking method is some places are like super close to me, like Wendy's. You'll walk to the door. But I haven't been out for many walks this last year. Obviously, mostly because of the virus. And walking with a mask on just feels weird for like long durations of time. Yeah, Wendy's Frosties are pretty good. Actually, Wendy's everything's pretty good. The only thing I don't really care for Wendy's at, oddly enough, are the fries. I don't feel like the fries are anything special. They're really average tier fries. But most other things from Wendy's are pretty decent. Oh, 1,000 glory, nice. Speaking about decent things, that's a whole hour of glory right there. Obviously, that metric is slightly off due to the fact that glory gnomes exist. But if you're talking about like actual glory rates, ignoring glory gnomes, like 1,000 per hour is like the max rate pretty much. Not exactly max, because if you have a +5 glory on a given week, plus the +1 glory off a hero, while you're doing PvP, you can get quite a bit of glory. That's slightly higher than 1,000 per hour. I used to bike a lot in New Jersey. Currently, I don't really bike around this area. Mostly because biking's a bit weirder. Because it's a little bit more of like a city than like the open area that I used to live in New Jersey. Like, it was a lot easier to bike around in New Jersey. Also, the transit system was so cheap there that normally I'd even bother biking either. Like, I could bike a lot of the time, like if it was for something a little bit more locally. But the problem with biking is the amount of distance I would have to do just to get out of my area to actually be able to get to somewheres, because it is really dense into like a housing location, so you would already have to go biking for so long before you would actually reach a location, to the point where I was like, I'll just take the bus. There were some really nice biking locations in New Jersey though. They even had like whole trails for it and everything as well, like actual biking paths that went along like the normal road. Like, not even just on the side of the road, like I mean like actual like nature trails that you could bike around. Well, I guess you could call it nature trails. Not sure if you not sure if nature trail is even the proper term for it. But you know, like a designated path that wasn't directly on the road. Which obviously made biking a lot quicker. The only problem though is all the buses also ran that same route, or you know, the route as in anything that bike trail would go along would also be stuff that bus could go along. So if you made the bus cycle, it was normally just quicker to bus. And I always found it sketchy putting my bike underneath the buses. I did it on occasion, like for food shopping and such. But I don't know, it just always seems sketchy that someone might like steal it or something. Because my dad used to redo a lot of bikes, and some of them were actually pretty decent. Like, I could literally ride a different bike every single day. Not all of them fit me, though, because obviously some of them were for kids, some of them were for more mid-size, stuff like that. They used to redo a lot of bikes. I'm pretty sure I've ridden over 100 bikes while I was in college. 100 different bikes. Not 100 different times, but, you know, 100 different bikes. Obviously, it was more than 100 times. Well, some of them were mostly to test them, not really to ride them to a specific location. Let's see. I'll take that over. Oh yeah, Checkers. There was one in New Jersey. I ate there several times. I felt like it was really hit or miss. It could have just been the one by me though. But I don't know. Like initially, I like really liked their food, and then other times it just seemed way too greasy and such that I don't know. I kind of just stopped eating there. It's something about the flavor. Like when you initially have it, it's like ooh, but if you could like keep eating it. I don't know, it just has like a really heavy, greasy taste to it. At least the one by me. Can you show your Slayer talent? Sure. We're currently running 4 attack, gain 2 attack when you take damage, 1 soul every turn just for free soul farming. Create a firestorm at the start of battle because we need reds. Steal life is just a little bit of damage, it's not really that needed. Enrage is the main mechanic that makes this work. We become enraged when we do extra turn, we also become enraged when an enemy dies. And obviously triple damage burning. These are the only 2 required ones. The enrage on extra turn and triple damage to burning. Because obviously that's what makes the mechanic work. But it is advised to also run 1 soul every turn for free souls and a firestorm because you need reds for Zugoff as well as for 13 plus red for his extra turn. Hello, Bushka. Welcome. New Jersey pizza? Yes, pizza. New Jersey has pretty high tier pizza. Also, there is way too many pizza places in New Jersey. There's a really good $1 slice pizza place by me as well. I unfortunately had to go up to $1.25 soon before I left. But, yeah, it was really nice. There's way too many pizza places, though. But New Jersey and New York has exceedingly top-tier pizza. I'm not too familiar with New York, though. But I have heard it's better than in New Jersey, most of the places. But I mostly ate New Jersey pizza, which makes every other pizza seem like so bad in comparison. Even during the Super Bowl when I got Domino's pizza, I was still like, this is just bad. Like, because I haven't had pizza for so long. It was literally the first time in over a year that I was eating pizza. And I was like, you know what? This isn't even that good. Like, I haven't had pizza for so long that it made me realize their pizza's horrible. At least compared to New Jersey pizza. Let's see. I'll take that over. Hello, Barbara. Welcome. What's my favorite pizza place ever? As far as chains or just in general? Because most of the best pizza I've ever had have been from like family-owned, like, you know, establishments. But as far as best chain, I'm not even sure what that would be in the current state right now. In general? Oh, I can't remember what it was called. The one place I used to eat at in New Jersey. I cannot remember its name. I had a really generic pizza place kind of sounding name. Not like a really Italian one, but one that's like super generic-y pizza place. Yes, pizza has to be served on a paper plate. There's no other way to serve it properly. It's almost like how you need those red plastic cups at a birthday party. Not a birthday party, but, or, you know, like any kind of party. It is required to have good pizza served on paper plates. The paper plate makes it taste better. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Yeah, the good dollar slice places are like the best pizza places ever. Generally. We'll take that down. Also, I kind of want to try Chicago's pizza again sometime the next time I'm down there. I want to give them another try. Maybe a different chain. Because so far I only tasted it once, and I was like, this isn't pizza. But I do want to give it another try to confirm if it is or is not pizza. Also, that's something that I miss. Maryland crab cakes. When I was in New Jersey, it was close enough that if we wanted to go on a road trip, like, we could go there. But, yeah, it's kind of hard to do from too far away. That would not be realistic to do from my current location. Because they have some absolutely insane crab cake places there. The issue with a lot of places by me is they have too much of that strong, like, crab, or, you know, like that seafood kind of taste to it. Let's go take that over. What do we need here? We'll go for that. Oh, so I wonder how many deals dine-in locations are going to start doing soon to try to get people to go back in. Because obviously as a business tactic, they're most likely going to want to get people to build a habit of going back to them again. Which means a lot of places are probably going to have absurdly good deals in the next upcoming months as the vaccine rolls out. If they're not already starting already, I haven't really been looking. I'll take that down. Free turn. Gypsy's Pizza? Haven't heard of it. So we'll throw that down. Yeah, John, that sounds so nice. Speaking of nice things, we got a nanu. Actually, let's hand out a code for that. We haven't done a code yet. And then we'll go and farm a little bit more. Go for at least a few more chests. Well, let me go get you guys the code. Because we haven't done it yet, and we're getting near the end of the stream. Oh, wait, I have enough for Monday. Today's Saturday, right? Days, how do they work? Yes, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, and then Monday. I actually have enough codes for Monday, and then we're out of codes. I have one code for Monday night, and then we're out of codes. Because I have two more after this, so that's tomorrow night and then Monday night. And then if we don't get more by Tuesday, we are not going to have a code, unfortunately. So hopefully she does that within the next few days. Or we'll be codeless. But we have exactly enough till March 1st. But there goes go. There's a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com. If the game code section, your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over here is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with BRN. Give same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And you'll probably want to save that gem key for next week's Mythic because it's going to be pretty good. You'll be able to get it as early as next Friday because they always come out first Friday of every month and they'll be available for a week. But yeah, make sure to save it for that unless you just want to get a random Mythic, which is still good if you still need a lot of Mythics. Okay, let's go get a few more chests then. At least 2 more, maybe 3. Until we get a Nisha. No, I was kidding. We could be here all night if we do it based on that. As much as I want 2 more Nishas. That could literally be a 24-hour stream. Farm until we get 2 Nisha drops. If anyone else has any other questions or anything want me to go over, let me know. Make sure to do so. Also, feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. What do we want here? We'll take that for now. You finally broke your no Nisha streak? Nice. Right before the Vault weekend? Nice. Yeah, we got one last night. I think the one prior to that was mid-January? So yeah, we went about a month and a half without Nisha then. Unless there was another one I'm forgetting. There might have been another one. There probably was another one. I don't keep track of the exact date every time. I'm just gonna hope that dies naturally, and it did. Oh, well, everything took naturally except the last skull. There we go. Okay, we got mid-range souls. Do we know the actual odds of an epic Vault key drop? When it's not a Vault event, no clue. When it is a Vault event, it's about a 1 in 10 every time you get a Vault key. However, I have heard from some people that it might actually be closer to 1 in 15. But last I recall, it was 1 in 10. Like when you get a Vault key during a Vault event, is about a 1 in 10 chance of being epic. Though it might be a 1 in 15 or so. Somewhere's around there. As far as when it's not during an event, I have no clue. It is realistically such a low chance that you shouldn't be expecting it. It is exceedingly rare when it's not a Vault event. What Explorer level gives 2 tokens? They start at, I believe Explorer 4 or 5 starts doing 2 tokens. However, if you're looking for overall token rate, Explorer 12 is still the highest, just because of how many shards it gives, which always make it the best way to get tokens of any kind. Even the lower risk rarity ones still gain at a really good rate at 12. Because you get either 2 or 3, but you also get so many shards that you pretty much almost go immediately to your next chest. But yeah, the lowest you could do it on is... oh no, even Explorer 2 theoretically can. However, I believe the chance of getting 2 is slightly higher as you go deeper. I'm not 100% certain on that, but it sure feels like whenever we do Explorer 2, that we get 2 a lot less often than like Explorer 4 or 5 or something. Well, that could have just been biased from looking at it, but from what I've seen... the higher difficulties do have a slightly higher chance of actually giving you 2 rather than 1. But I'm not sure if that's actually the case. But Explorer 12 definitely the overall best way. You get so many shards every single time. Has the highest rarity drop rate. And assuming you can kill it out quickly, it's just overall the best way to get them. Yeah, Explorers either give 1 or 2, 2 or 3, or sorry. Yeah, that's all of them. It's either 1 or 2, or 2 or 3. There's none that give only 2. And there's only 1 that gives only 1. However, there's none that gives 3 every time. Imagine if they added Explorer level 13. I don't think they would ever do that, though. But I guarantee 3 with like 80-something shards each time. Where if you boost it by 20% and 10%, it would actually be over 100. Highly doubt they would do that, though. And no problem for the code, everyone. And hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome. Slayer was Zugoff. In regard to what? Were you wondering about it? Let's see, did you say something prior? Not sure what you're asking. Is Nisha tokens all RNG? Or is there any method to increase chance to get it? The only way that you can increase your chance of getting it is do Explore 12. Beyond that, there's nothing you could do to make it go any higher. Just spamming Explore 12 over and over and over and over and over again until you get it is the only realistic way of getting them. Hopefully they'll add more ways in the future, but as it currently stands, it's the only realistic way to get them. Yes, I used to use Dragon Guard with this team. The reason I don't use Dragon Guard with this team, it has one really big benefit in that it pretty much never dies. However, its big downside is it can't one-shot. So its speed, its consistency is like drastically high. Like it is absurdly high compared to this team. But the speed at which it kills is relatively low relative to this team. To such a degree that even though this team will sometimes mess up, it's just better to go with it. Just because of the amount of speed increase you have from using Slayer instead of Dragon Guard. But yes, I actually used to use Dragon Guard with this team. But I eventually just saw Slayer is just way too quick in comparison from when we were doing some testing with it that I just permanently went with Slayer from now on. And we've been like that for over a year now. Possibly even like 2 years, I can't remember. But at least a year we've been running Slayer only for it instead of Dragon Guard. You'll pretty much never have hero die during Dragon Guard though, which is nice. But the trade-off is the battle's like 50% slower. And Slayer only messes up like once every 20 battles or so. And this might be that one battle. Nope, there we go. Hey, Anu, nice. 2 Anus to stream. No Nisha, though. We'll go for one more chest. Hopefully that'll be the one with triple Nisha. Come on, we got a Nisha last night. Give us a Nisha tonight. Let's get a Nisha every day this weekend. Is it worth crafting the other boss now or wait? I might be for the new mythic. There's a really high chance I craft in Rage Carandera next week to see how it interacts with the new mythic. I'll have to ask people first to see if it's actually even worth it, just to see if it actually kind of does work in premise. My biggest concern is there's not going to be enough Doom Skulls for him to get a proper boost ratio to a point where it might not actually be worth doing that. However, there's a chance the new mythic will be very meta with in Rage Carandera. Because in Rage Carandera has the highest mana cost cast in the entire game. As far as realistic cast. Obviously, there's also that 50 mana cost one that like, literally only kills the thing. But obviously, that's not really that viable. But Rage Carandera has the highest mana cost in the game. Not counting that one troop. Which would gain obviously the highest amount of benefit from something that gives full mana to a troop. But I was mostly waiting until I could craft 2 boss troops before we crafted another. I believe we're 8 orbs short of the next one. But by the time another Doom troop comes into the game, if they do it in like 11 weeks or so, or 12 weeks, whatever it is, we'll have enough to get it by then. Because we're only 8 orbs short right now, so we'll definitely have 8 by then. You can easily just get 2 major blues and have enough. Or a single power, or 8 small blues. Or a combination of them. Like 4 smalls into a major. Which is the most realistic way we're going to reach it at this point. Because we'll get a major blue and then 4 smalls, and that will count as our 8 we need. What kingdom is next week? I completely forget now. We literally looked at it yesterday, and I already forgot. We'll go check. Next week is the kingdom of... Urskea. Oh! Interesting. You know what should be in the event queue drop table? Next week? Normal Carandera. Not Enraged Carandera. But normal Carandera. Interesting. But yeah, normal Carandera should be in the event key drop table next week. This will be the first time he's ever been available in event keys. There's like a 95% chance that will happen. I cannot 100% confirm though, but he should be in event key drop table. This will be the first instance of something like this happening, so I'm not 100% sure. But based on info we know, he should be. There's no reason why he shouldn't be. Obviously, we haven't seen this happen to a Season Pass troop yet, so we can't 100% confirm. But normal Carindera, not the enraged one, but the normal Carindera should be in event key drop table next week. We'll need confirmation off of forum and such initially, but he most likely will. I'll make sure to have that info before we do the video though, next week, next Monday. But yeah, normal Carindera should be in event key drop table, which is a perfect week to go get enraged Carindera too. Not because he'll be any easier to get, but it would make sense to get him during a Urskia week, because why not? It's from the kingdom. But yeah, enraged Carindera won't be in drop table, but there's a good chance normal one will be. So anyone playing free to play, you might want to get Carindera next week. Yes! We did it! We got it! See, that's why you go for one more chest. We got Anisha last night, we got Anisha today, and we are going to finish it by getting Anisha tomorrow night, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We're going to do it. But there we go. We are one Nisha short of upgrading our first ever mythic, though I'm not sure if I'm going to do it immediately once we have enough. But we are only one single Nisha short. We have 7 Nisha medals currently. You have to keep 3 spares, and you need 5 to upgrade a mythic, because you can do the first level off of 3 Anus. So we'll do 3 Anus, then 2 Nishas, then 3 Nishas. For that, we'll need 8 Nishas. We currently have 7. And we have 7 Nisha medals, 2 Nisha badges, and 2 Nisha tokens. Which means all we need now is 1 singular Nisha token. And we will have enough to upgrade our first mythic. So hopefully we get that tomorrow night. That'd be pretty hype if we do. I'm not sure if we will. Obviously, it could take a while if we get unlucky. So if we keep getting lucky like this, hey, I might get it. I'll have to see. But yeah, we'll leave that for tomorrow. Anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We'll be going over several things tomorrow. We'll be going over the new Mythic next week. We'll be going over everything related to next week. Obviously, the Mythic included because it's on next Friday. And we'll be going and finishing out some token grinding. And hopefully getting that final Nisha we need. Though no guarantees on that, obviously. Aside from that, don't forget, tomorrow is the very last day for the campaign. So if you bought into the campaign... yeah, you got one more day to go finish it. So make sure to go do that. I'm pretty sure most people have by now if you bought into it. But do be mindful that if you've only partially completed it, you will not be able to get those rewards. So make sure to go complete it out completely by tomorrow if you did end up buying it for $10 or $25. So yeah, tomorrow's the last day for Season 3. So make sure to get on that. Which mythic do you need to upgrade, or do you want to upgrade? Phoenicia. In the current state of the game, I feel like Phoenicia will get the absolute most amount of value from being fully maxed. My biggest concern with upgrading Phoenicia is 1 year from now, she probably won't be meta anymore. I have a strong feeling like 1 or 2 more years from now, she will not be. However, she might get enough value in the year leading up to that point that it might be okay. But I'm just really concerned because her traits are abysmal. So if her ability is ever not meta for something, she will just be completely useless. Compare that to like a troop where both its ability and its traits are useful. If one becomes useless, it would still be used for the other aspect. Whereas with something like Phoenicia, if her ability becomes useless or, you know, is out-tiered by other options within the game, she will no longer be used. So basically, if an option ever becomes stronger than her with medals, like, you know, if a non-medaled mythic becomes better than becomes better than Phoenicia with medals, then there's no point in using Phoenicia with medals anymore if other mythic without medals is stronger than Phoenicia with medals. So there's a chance that can happen. Oh, also we got tribute. Might as well take that. What do we have? 20 gems. I feel like that's like the average within end game right now. You just get showered with so many gems. It's really nice. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.